Can we find it on here? I don't know. Can you guys hear us?
We are live.
Don't see any comments.
Hello out there. Welcome to our live chat, I think.
I think we need to do this more often.
There's something come up. It might take us just a couple of minutes to line this up. We haven't done it for about 2 years?
A year.
A year.
It's
okay.
actually a year.
That's a year. So please bear with us.
Okay.
Oh.
Hi. Can you hear us okay? See us okay?
We just got our first comments, so that was good.
So somebody can see us.
Now are the comments going to come up to where we can read them?
Hi.
There's Craig.
Hi. Okay. Everything is good. Perfect.
Oh, the Salty Medic. All right.
Now if I could just get it on the laptop so we can see the comments better.
All right. So see and hear okay.
Good.
Hi from Louisville, Kentucky. Hello, Steve.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, now
we can see them over here.
Now we can see them on the laptop, so they're a little easier to read.
Everything is good. Perfect.
Well, thank you guys for joining us.
James just bought a Sprinter.
All right. Congratulations, James.
Yeah, so it's almost been exactly 1 year to the day that we've done a live.
Yep.
I think we need to do those way more often.
Yeah, it feels like years ago. So, one of the main reasons why we're going live, and we'll probably repeat it a few times during this, but we are about to do the beet harvest. So we've got a couple more videos coming out, and then we're looking at probably the majority of October. We probably won't have any videos coming out because we're going to be working 12-hour days.
So before you go into all that, let's give time for people to come on because
right.
we're a little bit early.
Okay.
So yeah, if you'll post where you're joining us from Washington, Suzette, Joe Van from Michigan. We hope to visit Michigan in the future because we only did a very short time there. Chicago, Colorado, Virginia. Going nomadic on October 15th. Kelly, hope to see you on Quartzsite.
Oh, yeah.
We will probably be there in January.
Yeah, we're looking at being there in January. We're
Where-
thinking about upgrading our battery bank. So that's probably one of the best places to do it because they already have the supplies handy. And they sometimes have special discounts and deals. So
Craig is visiting us from St. John, New Brunswick. You were here a couple years ago. Yes, we were, and we loved it.
Yes.
Jim, Eagle River, Wisconsin. Where's Rudel? Let's turn you around there. There's Rudel. Hi, boy.
Good boy. He's like, I want to play ball.
Yeah, so we spent all day today filming our van tour 2.0. So Rudel has been deprived because we didn't play ball with him. So he's pouting a little bit.
So currently we're in, yeah?
James, you're visiting from Gander, Newfoundland?
Awesome.
Is that how you say it? Newfoundland or Newfoundland? We want to go there so bad. We almost went that direction this year.
That's definitely on our list because we think it's an area that most people don't go. Everybody goes to Alaska. Nobody goes to Newfoundland.
Yeah.
So we're thinking that might be incredible.
Come visit the beautiful Blue Ridge Parkway in the fall. We were kind of bummed because when we went to Florida, we didn't have time to do the Blue Ridge Parkway. We were on a really quick trip to Florida. And so the Blue Ridge Parkway is on our list as well.
Yeah, we were pretty close to it in North Dakota, or North Carolina, I mean.
James says Newfoundland is how it's pronounced. Van Lifer's paradise out here. Okay, we're coming.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Yeah. All right, we got 41 people in the house.
So right now we are in South Dakota. And we're getting ready to head up to Montana. We have to check into the beet harvest tomorrow? Tomorrow. Boy, that came quick.
So it feels really weird to be in South Dakota. Our plates say South Dakota, but we haven't been in South Dakota for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And so it feels weird to be in our home state with our South Dakota plates.
Yep.
Because if you guys know, we started from California, but we traveled to South Dakota. We've only spent, other than this trip, 24 hours in the state to become a resident. So, we're home.
Yep.
Mammoth Mountain, California. David, do you use DC to DC charger? What do you think?
So right now we have an inverter coming off our vehicle battery, and we're able to charge our power station from that inverter. But as soon as we upgrade to a regular battery, we're going to have a DC to DC charger for sure.
Yeah, so we're using a power station, a very small power station.
Yeah. It's time. We actually lived 3 years here on the road with 80 amp hour battery power station.
Oh. Love those flame lamps. These things here are my favorite van life accessories of all time. I absolutely love them. And I turn them on every night too.
From outside the van, if you're looking in and it's dark, it looks like there's a little fire going on in your van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly's going to camp next weekend on the Blue Ridge. This is my home. This is the one thing we don't like about the beet harvest is it's in October, which is perfect fall weather. We could be out camping, watching the colors, but no, we're working.
David Sager, he comments on every single video.
We appreciate that, David. I did the same thing in South Dakota. I started out from Maryland. Been on the road since March. Congratulations. I can't say your name, so I'm not going to try to pronounce it wrong. James, we're in Newfoundland till October 7th.
Oh, that must be great.
Yeah. Lynn, thank you so much for watching. We didn't think, did you think when we started out we'd have 22,000 subscribers?
Oh no, honestly I didn't even think we'd make it. I mean, everybody is trying to make YouTube work, and I just didn't know if we had a chance or not.
Semi-retired Bob's here. The party can start. The Hoh Rainforest, pronounced Hoh, earns its name from ever-flowing Hoh River that carves its way from Mount Olympus towards the Pacific coast. That's Washington, right?
Sounds like Washington.
I think we were in that rainforest. Let me tell you, it rained cats and dogs for 24 hours straight. You remember that?
Yeah.
It rained so much that the water was coming in the doors from the back. Fred Booth, you guys rock. Melbourne Beach is home. Clovis, New Mexico tonight. Whoa, where'd you go? Finishing a 7,500 ramble. Rolling with the rollers. We are discussing going full-time van life. Well, Dave will say do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't regret the decision at all. I just think we should have started sooner.
Rick, do you see many ollies, fiberglass tandem axle trailer on the road? Do you?
I don't recognize the name. I wonder if they're like are they like a Scamp or
a casita?
A casita style?
Semi-retired Bob says, if you don't like the live feed, hit the like button twice.
Thank you, Bob.
Bill and Kelly, you're right on time. Oliver trailers. I don't think we've seen any Oliver trailers. If we have, we didn't know what we were looking at.
Yeah.
So, like Dave was saying earlier, we are doing the beet harvest year 2. I'm a little bit nervous this year because the weather cannot be any nicer than it was last year. So,
Ricky says it's a casita on steroids.
Oh.
So,
I'd like to see that.
yeah, we already like the casita look, so.
Yeah. So anyway, the weather cannot be any better than it was last year. And that means mud, right? I don't want to work in the mud. And were you nervous this year?
This year I'm not nervous at all. Last year, just because it was unexpected, I was nervous, but this year I'm like looking forward to it. We really did have a good time, and it was really easy work. It was easy to learn the process, and the money's good for the short time that you're there, and then you're gone. I mean, then you don't have to worry for a few months anyway.
Yeah. And this is actually perfect timing because somebody crashed his drone.
Yeah, so we had to send my drone in back to the company, and if it wasn't right now during this timing where we're going to be working at the beet harvest, then we would have been without drone for quite a few videos. But we're hoping to get it back by the time that we're back on the road, so we can pick right up where we left
Yeah.
off.
Because we found this perfect little campground in South Dakota out in the middle of nowhere, and we have enough cell coverage to do a live. So that when I did the speed test, the upload speed was 10 megabytes.
And we are literally like 100 miles away from a town. And we're up on this mountain, and there's sandstone cliffs all the way around us. We're in a free campground. It's beautiful up here. It's killing me not to be able to fly the drone on it.
Yeah. So once we get done with the beet harvest, depending on how long it takes, I think we're going to come back here and do a boondocking video. Because we have a little bit of business to do in Box Elder.
Yep.
After the beet harvest. So we don't know when we'll be back on the road because the beet harvest, you are obligated from October 1st to October 31st. It depends on the harvest and how long it takes. Last year we were there 23 days and we worked 14 of those 23 days.
George, he wants to know if we're doing a double header with the beet harvest.
Oh boy, George, no. No, we know people who do that, and we were tired after the first one.
With the beet harvest, it usually starts west, and then if you finish your job before the beet harvest finishes in like Minnesota or Michigan, they'll sometimes take people, and so you can go from one beet harvest to the next and work 2 months in a row.
Which is great money. I mean, we could do it, but I don't want to work that hard.
I don't want to work that long. I mean, that's like the best time of year to be out here camping because everybody's gone for the year. You're getting the best spots. The trails are wide open. It's a great time of year to be mobile.
So this year they're having us arrive 5 days earlier than last year. So I'm hoping that we can leave 5 days earlier than last year. But here's the thing is you don't want to leave too soon because then you don't make as much money.
Yeah, yeah.
So we need the Goldilocks time frame.
Somebody asked you a question, but I don't see it down there.
There, it just popped up.
Okay.
How long did it take to start getting rid of things for your kitchen when you first started? The kitchen was not a problem. I think my biggest issue was all my photography, all the pictures I had in frames. I had an entire bedroom full of craft stuff. In fact, Dave said, you do not need another hobby, another craft. You have too much in this room. I think that was probably the hardest thing. This guy had no hard time at all. He was just like, toss it, toss it, toss it.
The less stuff I have is like the better I feel. So, but I think Nate is asking what drone I fly. I'm flying the DJI Mavic Air 2.
Yeah.
So I was launching it from my hand like this, and one of the motors didn't start, and instead of taking off from my hand, it flew back at me, hit my arm, cut my arm up a bit, and then slammed into the side of the van.
Yeah, you got scars now. I don't know if you can see.
It's healing now, but I had some 4 good scrape marks there for a while.
It looked like a raccoon attacked him.
So the motor's broke, the gimbal's broke. Hopefully they'll get it back in a month.
So after it attacked Dave, then it flew straight into the parked van.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even 5 feet off the ground. I mean, this is at least we could come up with a better story, right?
Yeah, I would like to really made it dramatized and made it sound awesome.
Got some cool footage or something.
Yeah, I didn't even have the camera on, so that would have been fun.
George, what happened at the gutted meetup? So that was really fun. It was a little different because there was a camera crew everywhere. So we had to work around the camera crew. That was a little bit hard getting used to. But I think there was between 100 and 200 nomads there. Vans, box trucks, buses, fifth wheels, trailers, tents, cars, cargo trailers, you name it, they were there. And we love those type of meetups. We love meeting people. So it was a lot of fun. And then they had 3 teams, one for the van, one for an RV, and one for a bus. They had 5 days from start to finish to build out these rigs. They worked 16-hour days. So I don't think I would sign up for that. No. They worked hard. Yeah. And I did wish we got to visit some of them that were on the teams, like Jared Toshi was there, Linnea and Akila were there. I would have really liked to spend more time with them and meet them.
They were so busy you couldn't even talk to them because they were going.
And after they worked 16 hours, I wasn't going to go bug them. They were tired. Yeah.
Salty medic. Yeah, I could have made up a story about a bald eagle attacking the drone. That
would have been much better.
Yeah.
3 generations. Have y'all needed to replace your Berkey filters yet? We've been hearing this question a lot. Funny enough, we have brand new filters that we haven't put in yet. And now I'm a little nervous. So.
Yeah, somebody said the new filters aren't as good as the old filters.
They went to a new manufacturer.
So we've kind of been holding back on putting the new filters in the Berkey.
Semi-retired Bob, thank you
Thanks,
for
Bob.
the super chat. That's awesome. Gunship Blunted. It was definitely nice meeting you at the Gutted event. Thank you. I don't know the name, but we enjoyed meeting everybody at the Gutted event. We had a great time.
Yeah, anytime we miss an event, I always wish we were there. So we try to hit as many as we can. If we're in the area, we're not going to drive 1,000 miles to hit one, but if we're close, we're going to be there.
Yeah. What software do you use for editing videos? So we use the software. It's called Movavi. M-O-V as in Victor, A-V as in Victor, I. It's not super well known. I believe it's a Russian company. And it just is really basic, really easy to use. And for whatever reason, it does the drone footage super well. So when you import 4K drone footage into these editing softwares, you have to downsize the files so that it will run. And then when you're all done, you resize the files. It's very complicated. I couldn't get it to work on my laptop, and it just bogged the whole laptop down. I was super frustrated, and I just wanted to run over the laptop. But Movavi, for whatever reason, the drone footage works perfectly.
Yeah, you don't have to render it or do anything.
I don't have to resize it and upsize it, and it's very basic. It works for us. I love it, and we've been using it for 3 years. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
My girlfriend had the area rig. Oh, okay. With the swing thing.
Oh, okay.
So you had the trailer. You're working the beet harvest, right?
Yeah, you guys are going to the beet harvest. Right on.
B-Rad's Adventures. Thank you so much for watching. You just got a ProMaster. Congratulations. Let the building begin.
Yeah, and if you're just now starting to build out a rig, we recommend not worrying about getting it perfect or everything just right, just because it might take some time just to figure out what you really want. So don't be afraid to get on the road, try things out, see other people's rigs, and build it on the road.
Yeah. You need to start looking at SUV builds. Semi-retired Bob needs a lot of help. Bob, are you going from the van to an SUV? Did you sing in your intro? No?
Maybe Rudel song got sang.
Are you talking about the Rudel song or our video intro? Because you don't want us to sing.
Oh, Bob's van is dead.
Sorry, Bob. What do you have in mind? A Suburban or 4-wheel drive? Ford Escape Hybrid. Pull a teardrop. Awesome. Jules, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat.
Would love to see some boondocking adventures in northern New Mexico, Enchanted Circle area.
Is that near Taos? I don't know if that's near Taos or not, but that's one area that we still want to go to that we haven't been to.
Yeah, so we were gonna go to the Taos area before we left New Mexico, but the Rainbow Gathering was expecting 50,000 people to arrive,
Oh, that's right. I
and
forgot.
so we skipped that. But New Mexico is on our list to revisit. The Rudel song is hilarious. You guys are awesome. The Rudel song is freaking hilarious, and we have a video coming up, and we interviewed the people who made that song for. In fact, look at him. They made that song for Rudel. Hi, Rudel. What are you doing, boy? So if you can see the counter that Rudel's on, he thinks that's the Rudel Highway. He's not really supposed to be walking on the counter.
Three generations commented about how much I like getting stuck. I really do enjoy getting stuck. We are normally well prepared. So it's just about trying to figure out how we can get unstuck and not break anything. And I find it a fun challenge. But it really helps having your home with you. So you got your food, you got water. It really takes the stress out of getting stuck.
Yeah, so if you do get stuck, you can usually dig yourself out in a few days if you get really bad. And so there's not this panic because you do have food and you have water and you have a place to sleep. Okay, Life by Grand Design. I love watching y'all. Thank you. We just did a van conversion. How do you keep your little Berkey from leaking water when you're driving?
I don't think we've ever had ours leak. Is it coming out the side or is it coming out through the top? Oh, okay. So for one thing, where we keep our Berkey, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's all the way, the top of it's almost all the way up against the top of this counter back here. And so there's no place for the lid to go. So maybe
So the lid is pretty tight because we have some foam wedged there.
we keep foam there to keep it from vibrating and making noise, but I think that's keeping any water from coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, we've never had it leak, which is quite amazing considering what we drive down.
Mike and Christy.
Oh yeah, Rudel heard us talking about him. Bill and Kelly Adventures. Our doodle is a mess. They have so much personality. They definitely do, and this one's pretty stubborn. I don't know why he's...
So Pete asked about any recommendations for insulating your vehicle. I can tell you that we used fiberglass insulation because I worked at a fiberglass plant. So I picked out the best material that I could think of that we had, and I really like our insulation. If money is not an object, you might look into Havoc wool. Havelock wool, because it's actually made from sheep's wool and has a lot better R value, and it has a lot of good qualities to it that fiberglass insulation does not have. So at least check that out, see if that'll work for you. I don't think either way that you can go wrong. We did get a foil faced insulation, so that did add an extra barrier, and ours has been working great.
I think Rudel might want a treat.
Rudel wants a treat?
He was looking at the treat box.
Oh, Rudel.
So we filmed our van tour 2.0 today. You'll see this in that video. But we have new cupboard doors, and that is a decal from Amazon. And I really like how it looks. There's some hidden animals in it, like right up here. Hi Rudel, there's a deer, there's a fox over here. And we have new doors too. Was that what you wanted, Rudel?
Probably wants his ball.
Trust My Heart says Thinsulate has been great insulation.
We have used some Thinsulate, like as a liner with curtains and things like that, and kind of sandwiched it together. So we like Thinsulate as well.
Craig wants to know, the fiberglass is in like pink bats. Yes, right?
Yeah, well, we didn't use the pink stuff. Ours was brown, but it's the same thing as the pink insulation, yeah.
Hi, Mike and Christy. I meant to ask you about your new black hood on the van. Did you just paint your hood? We were just talking about that today. So, explain, Dave.
All right, so I mean, we're always driving, so we're constantly getting bugs on the front hood, and I'm trying to keep them off because it just draws more bugs to it. So from washing it, I don't know how many times in the past 3 years that we've actually taken off the first protective layer, clear coat of paint. So now when bugs get on there, it's like trying to scrub glue off, dried glue off.
Even when you wax it.
Yeah, even after you wax it, it's no longer protected. So we went ahead and got that for the front hood, and it's really easy to wipe the bugs off. It's been way better.
Thank you guys for the decal. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but once we put it up, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's one portion. It's like, I don't know, like 10 feet long. So it's meant for a living room, but...
Rose has the Havelock and she loves it.
Oh, good. Yeah, if we were to do another build, I think we'd use the Havelock wool.
Yep.
Hey, Dave. Tim and Paula, Shuttle Bus. Hey, Dave, Carrie, and Rule. Do you have any plans to go any other meetups soon? We wanted to go, but our bus is still not running. The meetups are still... there's not a lot of them. The whole last year with COVID and stuff, there hasn't been a lot of them. So I don't really know of any upcoming ones.
So there's going to be like RTR. I know it's not official anymore, but there's still going to be a lot of people meeting up in Quartzsite in January.
Schoolypalooza.
And then Schoolypalooza, which is a little bit west of Quartzsite. So I would like to try to hit Schoolypalooza if we could, because it's a really good one.
Descend on Ben just happened.
Descend on Ben, yeah.
And then El Campo in Quebec, which we hit a couple years ago, just happened. I don't know of any other ones up and coming.
So I know there's a lot of like schoolies meetups that we don't get information on other than Schoolypalooza. And those are really fun ones to go to as well. So we need to get that added to our list of events.
Trust My Heart says, the story about washing the van makes me feel better about washing my van 2 times a year.
Yeah. Yeah, don't wash it too much. You'll take the paint off your van, and then you'll never get the bugs off again.
Semi-retired Bob says, we need to meet up here in Louisiana. Bob, it's too hot down there.
Well, it depends on the time of year, but yeah.
So, semi-retired Bob, how is New Orleans since the hurricane came through? Is everything back to normal? George, a friend's Rudel, after watching her take the trash out, learned how to open the door latch and take the trash bag out the door to the garage. They are so intelligent. Yes, I think they might be a little too intelligent. Rudel's English vocabulary is growing quite large.
There's 120 people watching this right now. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
I know.
So when we did our first live, we were talking earlier, we never thought we would get 22,000 subscribers. And we were so scared when we did our first live. We're like, if one person watches. Hello, if you could have any rig, if money didn't matter, what would you get? Well, we would have said an earth roamer.
No,
but that draws too much attention now.
I would just get a 4-wheel drive box trailer and then tow a really fancy modified Jeep Wrangler with it.
Yes.
I think. And we'd build it out, I mean, top of the line.
Yeah, I think that might be the way to go.
So we are currently in South Dakota. Somebody was asking where we're at. So we just left Colorado. We're in South Dakota. We will be in Montana tomorrow to start the beet harvest, or at least check in for the beet harvest. In the next couple days, we'll probably start working.
Oh, semi-retired Bob, your pool is destroyed. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh, bummer.
I know that was one of the things you were really looking forward to. Pete Frost, do you like your Falcon tires?
I love the Falcon tires. I think for the price that they got really good grip to them. We've had really good success with them in the snow, in the sand, in gravel. I've got nothing but good things to say.
Are they noisy? I don't know. Our whole van is noisy, so.
We've got so many rattles in the van. We don't hear the tire noise on the road at all. So they're a lot less noisy than mud terrain tires. I can tell you that. They are all-terrain tire and they are winter rated.
Wondrous Life, hello.
Ah, cool. Hi, Wondrous Life.
Love watching Rudel at the gutted event. Rudel had a blast at the gutted event. Every morning we opened the door and he would run. You getting sun?
Yeah, yeah, it's all right.
He would run to the tent and visit everybody. He would gravitate towards all the kids because he knows they throw balls. He would meet all the dogs. He had the best time. Mike and Christy's journey. Are you near Mount Rushmore? We're a few hours north of Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, we went through that area yesterday.
Yesterday?
Was it
Day
yesterday?
before.
Day before, okay.
Yeah. We are near, what is it, Ludlow, South Dakota?
Yeah.
We're like right on the South Dakota, North Dakota border, right in that area.
Apologize if we miss your comments. There's quite a few rolling right now. But thank you guys for so many of you coming to watch this.
Trust my heart thought you were going to say a 4x4 Sprinter.
Nah, 4x4. I would go with a 4x4 box trailer if I could pick anything out. And
Box truck?
Or box truck, and then
Yeah.
haul a Jeep with it.
They're so roomy and they're square.
Yeah, and they got a lot of roof space. You could put all the solar you want up
Mhm.
there. You can't even see it from the ground. Every time I look at a box truck, I get envious.
Yeah. Hi, Sue. She said, finally, it's been so long since I've seen you guys. I haven't had my computer. Now I do. Congratulations. And it's been a year since we've done a live stream, so you didn't miss a whole lot. What pressure do you run in the Falcons?
So we're running the recommended pressure. We're running 65 pounds in the front tires, and in the back tires, we're running 80.
Mm-hmm. Semi-retired Bob said that some people near his neighborhood in New Orleans had 2 feet of mud in the bottom floor of their house. I'm glad that didn't happen, Semi-retired Bob. So if you don't remember, Semi-retired Bob is one of our patrons who we visited in New Orleans, and he graciously hired us to do a few jobs around his house. One of them was he had Dave patch a couple of holes in the roof with some shingles, and he texted us to tell us that those patches survived, I think it was 145-mile-an-hour winds.
I'm
with
shocked.
The hurricane.
I'm shocked. I'm glad, but I'm shocked.
Rose, yeah, she says she loves the Falcon Wild Peaks too. We've been super happy with the Falcons. They look cool. They're not as expensive as the KO2s. And I think they're pretty comparable, don't you?
Yep. There's quite a few Falcon dealers through the United States. And I think you can almost always get them at Walmart as well.
Mike and Christy said, don't forget they have a Jeep for sale.
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing that we can't tow anything with this ProMaster.
Yeah, I would love your Jeep from what I heard about it.
Wander MT, welcome. Have you guys ever been to Little Bighorn Battlefield south of Billings? I don't think we have. We haven't had the opportunity to explore much of Montana.
Yeah, so we've either been all the way on the west side or all the way on the east side.
Semi-retired Bob said, not a drop of water in the house. Hello, Steve from Michigan. Trust my heart. Just got the KO2s from Discount Tire. Expensive. Yes, we bought an off-brand last year because we couldn't find the Falcons for the front, right?
Yeah.
And we're thinking that they would be the same price as the Falcons, and they were the same price as the KO2s, right?
Yes.
That was a shocker.
Yeah. We actually, I know it's terrible, but we only buy 2 tires at a time. So when we get 2 brand new tires, we put them on the front because it's front wheel drive and we want the most traction there. So we just can't afford to buy 4 tires at the same time.
Do you want me to move the towel so you're not being blinded?
I get it.
Michelle, hello from Kalispell, Montana. If I remember right, that's by Glacier, right? Hi from Kurt and Jody on the Canadian border. Awesome. On the Canadian side or the American side?
The U.S. side.
U.S. side. Rose says, Montana is awesome, worth exploring. Yeah, I've been seeing your videos, Rose, on Facebook, and it looks pretty awesome.
You should read some of those names. There's so many of them.
Drop Cups. Hi from Iowa. Michelle H. Kalispell, Montana. Sorry you missed my question. Donf. Sorry you missed my question when the dog was on the counter. What was the question? Jody, American Side. Trust my heart. I used all your boondocking tips a week or so ago through Canada. Awesome.
Right on. Yeah, this is a good time. If you have any questions, we might be able to answer them right on the spot.
Mike and Christy says, I couldn't believe the road at the gutted event. So going into the gutted event, it was on private property, and so the county road only went for a mile, and the total road length was 2 miles. So the last mile was pretty soft and sandy on our way in. But after about, I don't know, 200 rigs, it got really rough. They did a good job though. They had a grader there. They were grading it. They brought in road base. But the problem was they didn't have a roller to roll the road base, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like hitting a rock. But we all made it out and nobody got stuck. Mythical Nomad Adventure, thank you so much for the super chat.
Hi, Dennis.
Hope to see you in Quartzsite this winter. I hope so too. So we might do it. Should we hint about our plans?
Yeah, I mean, this is a good spot. If they came to this channel, they deserve to know. We got some extraordinary plans for this winter. Something could happen and we could not go, but we're looking at possibly going to
Baja. Yeah, so unless something happens between now and the end of November, we're considering seriously making a trip down to Baja for, I don't know, 6 weeks or so.
Yeah, we just need to do it. We keep talking about it, but then, you know, something be like, oh, then maybe the timing's not right, but we just need to go down there and do it.
Yeah, have any of you been to Baja and what did you think? Hi, Rob and Jan, Ken Van. Congratulations, I saw you just moved full-time into your van. Jody wants to know, how often do you drink water from the stream filtered through your Berkey? Not that often, actually.
I would say once a month, probably.
Yeah.
Once a month, either from a lake or a stream.
Sometimes Dave fills it from the lake, and I don't know he did that. He sneaks it in on me. Jody, thank you for the super chat. That's awesome. Our ProMaster brake has to be pulled up super far when we are on incline parking.
Oh, I feel like ours does too, so it probably needs tightened up. I actually haven't looked on how to do it, but I think it's pretty easy. A tire shop did it for us one time without even us asking. So I'm thinking there's just a nut down there that you have to tighten to make it tighter.
I think ours might need done again.
Yeah, it does.
Because when you pull it up, you hear it vibrate a little bit.
Yeah, ours needs tightened as well.
Andrew McKee, hi from just south of Nashville, Tennessee. Hi, Andrew. We love Tennessee. We spent a lot of time in Tennessee. We didn't find much boondocking in Tennessee, but the people in Tennessee were awesome.
Absolutely. There is boondocking in Tennessee. It's just that we didn't like what we saw at the time. We haven't explored it all yet, though. But super friendly people.
Yeah.
I just saw Dennis. He was on there, and George was on there earlier.
Yeah. Adventures on the horizon. Passed you guys up Animus Forks. You didn't seem to be home. Otherwise, we would have said hi. Great videos. Thanks. I'm sorry that we missed you because we would definitely love to say hi. So Animus Forks is the video we did in Colorado where you went jeeping with your friend. He has a Jeep Wrangler. And Marie and I hiked up to that alpine lake. And that was an awesome area. And we took the van.
Are they in a van? Because I did see 2 vans go by Animus Fork.
Oh, yeah. Adventures on the Horizon. Were you in a van? Because we did see 2 ProMasters come down.
One was a Mercedes, one was a ProMaster, I think.
So Rob and Jan said, hey Dave, Rob finally fixed the back Sumos himself.
Wow.
So remember when we installed our Sumo springs? Rob and Jan got the same springs, but their factory bump stops would not come off. They broke, right? They broke. The bolt broke inside.
It's either the bolt or the threaded part that's up in there that you bolt to. One of them broke.
Gigio Romes and Dawn, with Dawn and Sue Ellen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So Jan, did Rob have to re-weld the bolt in? Or how did he actually fix those?
Yeah, you'd think if you're putting sumo shocks in a brand new vehicle or one that's close to brand new, it'd be super easy. But apparently it's a gamble.
I think semi-retired Bob's being funny. He said 3 years in, you have videos on what? 0.5% of boondocking spots?
Is it still working?
I think it's still working. You guys can still hear us okay? Yep, it's still working. So Rob said we had to weld nuts together to fix it. Oh man.
We're getting a windstorm right now. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it is howling.
And it rained on us just a few, like 30 minutes ago. 594 for BBR. My wife and I look forward to watching your videos. You lift us up with your smiles and positive attitudes. Thank you so much for saying that. That really encourages us.
That's 590 horsepower 4-barrel.
Oh. See, I trust my heart. Any must see or do things on the coast of Maine?
Oh, the coast of Maine's awesome. I'd have to look up some of the locations that we went to, but I remember I liked Rockland. What was the spot that had the really cool libraries? Cameron or
Camden.
Camden.
Mm-hmm. Acadia National Park is really cool, and it is dog friendly. But when we were there, they had 3 cruise ships in Bar Harbor, and they were busing to the top of Cadillac Mountain. So we hit that at the wrong time. Dave did not have a good time at that.
No. There's, oh, Tracy Losi.
Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much. Tracy says our channel is under-subbed. We're growing though. Slow growth is good. Fred Booth did some boondocking along the Salmon River a week ago. Great info, you too. Beautiful area. Oh, in Idaho. Salmon River's in Idaho, huh? Thank you, Pete.
So just a reminder that we are about ready to work the beet harvest. We end up in Montana tomorrow. And then most of the month of October, I think we're going to be working. So please be patient with videos. We'll be, as soon as we leave the beet harvest, we'll be right back making videos again. So there's probably going to be the 3 to 4 week down period.
They said they can see the tree in the background. It is getting windy.
Yeah. I don't see any clouds.
So last year, before we went into the beet harvest, I had 6 videos already done and in the bank, ready for each week. And tomorrow, we're going into the beet harvest with no videos done.
Well, we
have them filmed.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to. Carrie's gonna try to get 2 edited to at least fill out the month of September.
Oh, we have one. We have one coming out next week.
We have one coming out, and we filmed one today that should be out.
Heather Cove, thank you so much for the compliment. Escape Artist, hello from North Central Nebraska. Enjoy your videos. You're welcome to park in my driveway anytime. So Nebraska was our 48th state, and we just drove through it very quickly, and we stayed in the town of Bayard at a free little campground there. Mike and Christy, thank you for telling people about us and sharing. We appreciate it.
Fred Booth, thank you. Super chat.
Rob and Jan said, you guys are doing awesome. You are sounding more confident and great content. Thank you. We filmed a van tour today, and it's a different filming style than our boondocking style. Yeah. So we're still a little bit uncomfortable in front of the camera.
A little bit. We actually just thought of a way to make our own tour a little bit more fun to watch, so we're gonna add a little pizzazz to it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, at least we'll get some ice cream out of it. Joe Van, are you going for the Baja 1000 in November? I don't know what that is, but it sounds like we should. We will have to research the Baja 1000.
It's probably that race they do every year on Baja.
Oh.
We're not going to enter.
Fred Booth, thank you so much for the super chat. Tracy says it's like a horror movie. Rudolph's big head. Look. Rudolph keeps coming on the counter.
Yeah, just.
I think he wants on camera.
Well, this is what he wants.
Oh. Rudolph's not spoiled at all. Mike and Chrissy's journey. How much time does it take you to edit a video? Still need to play with that. If we do a good job and tell a good story, meaning we got a good beginning, middle, and end, I still probably spend at least 5 solid hours editing.
At least.
Yeah. Kelly Schultz, love you guys. Waiting for next video always. Thank you so much. Sherry Waller, you guys have great content and we love your artistic filming and photos. Thank you very much. That means a lot. Andrew McKee, check out the roads around Tennessee River for boondocking areas, just not in the middle of summer.
Yeah, we actually did find a place to camp on the Tennessee River that was free camping in a campground, but it was just across the border of Tennessee and it was in Alabama.
So, Trust My Heart says the Baja 1000 is a Mexican off-road motorsport race held each year. That sounds like a lot of people.
I've seen it before on TV.
Have you?
Yeah.
Jim, thanks for stopping by. And we'll try to have fun at the Beet Harvest. A 1,000-mile endurance race. Trust My Heart. I hope y'all come out with a book. Would you like a boondocking book? Or we thought about doing how to start your van build, because a lot of people ask us questions. They just don't know where to start. What rig is right for them, and where the heck do you start? It's so overwhelming.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys are interested, but next year we hope to start adding some like wild edibles and edible mushrooms and stuff just into our videos, just to show where we're at and what wild edibles that we're finding in the area, and then maybe we'll prepare them and cook them. And just I think it would be a lot of fun. I really like doing that kind of stuff. I don't know if you guys are interested, but
So Dave likes to take this to the next level. Pretty soon we'll only be eating what he forages. So Janine, where'd she go? Janine Severs, how do you join Patreon? There should be a link in the video description where you can go to the Patreon website, and you have to fill out a profile there, and then you can pick what tier. Our tiers are $3, $2, $5, $10, $20, $100. So our patrons have really kept us on the road these last 2 years, because YouTube doesn't really pay that much.
yeah, the advertisement, well, we don't have that many subscribers, so the advertisement money that we get is very minimal. So if it wasn't for our patrons, we would have gave up 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We would have been done.
Yeah. So just to give you an idea, is we make $500 a month off of YouTube, and the ad revenue fluctuates a lot. It can go up and it can go down. January, February, and March are very low ad months, so our revenue just plummets during those months. Kelly Schultz, love the Natchez Trace video. That was a fun trip, wasn't it?
That was awesome. And I'd like to do that whole trip again, but just focus on the history and really get involved in that, because I think we missed out on some big stuff. Somebody must have made a mistake.
What? Kevin? Did you hit an extra 0?
I hope they can fix that for you. But thank you for the biggest super chat I've ever seen.
If that's a mistake, we will happily fix that. Sunny Rivers, favorite YouTube couple. Thank you so much. Tracy, it was so cool to see you get Dawn out of the sand.
Yeah, Dawn was really awesome. It was fun to meet her. I didn't get a chance to check out her box truck, but I would have.
Yeah. And I was impressed that our traction boards got her out, because you know we have used those traction boards so many times. They are starting to crack.
Yep, they got giant cracks through them. They've got worn out spots, and they're about ready to be done, but they still got her truck out.
And she's in a heavy dually box truck, and they did just perfect. Trust My Heart said multiple books: van life, life on the road, cooking, problem solving on the road.
Ah, those are good ideas. What did Tracy say? I couldn't say.
She was saying it was so good to meet Dawn. Kevin says nope. Well, thank you very much, Kevin, for the really awesome super chat. That is just crazy.
That's amazing. Thank you. We'll put it to good use. Yes, Bob, that is the Dawn of Van Life. We met her at the Gutted event.
Yeah.
Really nice person.
TJA, glad to see you in 3. Always look forward to your videos. Thank you so much for watching. Cupcake adVANture Chick. We use Movavi video editor. I have a PC, and so it runs really well on my PC, my laptop. Tracy, thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. However much you can give, even if it's $2 a month, we appreciate that. Every little bit helps. No need to up your pledge.
Alex Wolf, about the roof rack, I still love the roof rack that we got on here, because we didn't have to drill any holes. We were able to take out one of the center structure bars, and it didn't seem to make any difference on the strength of the roof rack. I love it. I would buy it over again.
Slow your roll. Hi y'all, newish patron here from San Antonio, Texas. Well, hi, I don't recognize the YouTube name, but thank you so much for joining and supporting us.
Thank you.
So for our patrons watching, this guy is going to take over comments on Patreon.
Yeah. After the beet harvest.
You want to wait that long?
Well, we don't have to wait that long.
I've been trying to get him to do it for a while, but he's going to take over some comment. And he does all the comments on YouTube, so. Rolling with the Rollers. Mike and I, Marie, would love to show you more of the Upper Peninsula. We would love that, because we definitely want to go back to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We hit it at a not so great time, I think. We had multiple bug hatch when we were there.
Yeah.
We couldn't even go out of the van.
No, I would definitely go back. The UP was awesome.
Hi, Christy. Slow your roll. Okay, now we know. We'll put the names together. Howdy from South Jersey. Galley Girl 2000. Hello.
And I see that Curtis is interested in the foraging, that we're hoping to add content to our videos, so that's cool.
Yeah, Dave's been studying up on that. You've got quite a few books now in your library.
Yep, I find it super interesting. I'm always eating stuff. I'm just not confident enough yet to show other people, because I don't want somebody eating the wrong plant or a lookalike, but we're getting it down.
Dino, a book of boondocking sites and coordinates information listed by state would become a Nomad bestseller. That is on my list. I have promised that to our patrons. It's just so, I didn't expect YouTube videos to be so time consuming. So I got to work out a workflow so I can work on that every day, because I need to get that out. Yeah. A list of coordinates. Yeah. I would really love to get that done.
That's something we'll have to keep updated as well, because some of the places that we go to, we find out later, got closed.
Yeah. Tracy, stop by and see me in Michigan. We definitely will.
Yeah, we really need to go back.
Ray and Donna, we also love your artistic shots. You really have a keen eye for nature. Thank you so much. We both love nature. We've always been out in nature. We love camping, and so it takes my stress away, and I'm just happy in nature. So
It's fun to share it too, because the places like this just get me all excited. Right now we're in South Dakota, and it's beautiful here. There's pine trees, there's meadows, there's sandstone cliffs. It's free camping. I just love sharing this kind of thing. And normally we find ourselves like the only one here, and we're like, how can we be the only one here when this place is this beautiful? So we're happy to share with you, and we hope to meet you in places like this.
So Scott Sharp says, when are you going to a pilot and using your free showers? Funny story, Scott. We were coming back from Granby, Colorado, headed to Leadville, Colorado, and I really thought there was a pilot on I-70, and
We were getting all excited.
I was getting excited for a shower, and there was no pilot on I-70, and I got pretty grumpy.
Yeah, but thank you for that, because it's nice to know. We're always thinking about if we're going to be near a pilot or not. We tend to go on the back roads, but sometimes we are next to the interstates.
Tracy says, watch Sharing the Wild.
Okay.
Somebody, My Vantirement, Share the Wild. Okay, we haven't seen them. We're going to check that out.
Share the Wild. All right. Sweet.
So I saw a text message come through. I'm sorry, Ashley, I can't get it. Our phone is not making any noise, if that's what you were asking. Sharing the Wild is Chrome's friend Joseph. Oh, I've seen Joseph on his channel, but I haven't watched his. Come back, Rudel. Rudel is now laying on the floor looking outside.
What is it? You want to come up here? Come on. Come on, Rudel. Come on. You come up here?
Rudel says,
come here. There you go. There you go.
There. He says, where's the treat, Dad?
Good boy. Yeah.
Mike and Christy's Journey wants to know if we have favorite YouTube channels that we watch. Well, we love Elsa Ray and Baron.
Yeah.
We love
Justin and Juby.
Justin and Juby. They live in a converted school bus. I love Nomadic Movement.
Oh, I like those guys.
They used to be in a shuttle bus. We've watched them since they started we started watching them in Alaska.
Yeah, now they're in Panama.
Yeah.
Aye.
Of course, I watched the van. I watched Trent and Alley, Eamon and Beck.
But we're always looking for like new people too that are just getting started. So.
Who else do we watch?
We really don't have a massive amount of time to watch YouTube, but we try to. But
so Scott, we were really excited because we saw Elsa Ray and Baron were going to be at Gutted, and they weren't there. So something happened, and it didn't. I guess communication-wise, they didn't show up, or they weren't. I don't know. They ended up not being there, but we were really excited when we heard they were going to be there.
Well, we just need the ball. We could hold the ball wherever. Yeah.
So we want to give a shout out to Debbie. She's been following our channel. Thank you so much. Looks like you might be not feeling well. We hope you get better soon. And thank you so much for watching. How many treats can you eat, Rudolph? So are there any YouTubers that we don't watch that you think we should watch? That you think we would like?
Yeah, anybody that's that likes to be out in the middle of nowhere, camping and just enjoying nature, we like anybody that would be doing that kind of stuff.
So Rose wants to know, How do you prepare for the long days at the beet harvest? So last year we went all out. We had food for days. We had them all individually packaged. Dave had his lunches in Ziplocs. I had my lunches in Ziplocs. We had a bunch of canned food, and we went all out, right?
Yeah.
And then we got to the RV park, and there was a Pizza Hut nearby.
No, we're actually going to get food supplies tomorrow. What we'll do is we'll just kind of prepackage some lunches, just kind of focus on lunches so we can just get something quick because they're only 30 minutes and we usually have to walk Rudel during that 30-minute time. So we need something quick for lunch and we can figure out dinners and breakfast later.
So Dave will have his lunches and I'll have my lunches. We put them in a 5-gallon bucket because there are mice there. So we just open the bucket and we pull it out, and usually it's like crackers, maybe a small candy bar, some jerky, some nuts, some dried fruit. Dave likes, what is that canned stuff you ate today? Oysters. Ugh. He likes canned oysters, and we had prepackaged tuna and things like that. For dinner we had like soups or something really quick that we could prepare. And occasionally we had pizza.
A couple people mentioned Foresty Forest for somebody to watch, and we are familiar with him.
We do watch Foresty Forest.
We do like him. Yep.
Yeah. Alfred Lopez, thank you so much for the super chat. There was another one up here that I saw that Catherine Gregory, yeah, she does great hiking videos.
Yep.
John Boy, what is the origin of the Mohawks on Dave and Rudel?
It's just that I've always wanted a Mohawk and never been able to really do it. I don't like long hair. It makes my head feel funny. So I like to keep my hair short, but rather than just buzz it all off, I just go with the Mohawk.
Joe Van, F&A Van Life. Yeah, we see some of their videos. We're pretty jealous they were in Alaska this year. SUV RV and Dome Life. We've only seen a couple of their videos.
Somebody liked the Rudel song. So our friends Caroline and Gabriel, they made the Rudel song for us as a gift.
So we have some new subscribers in the house asking a few questions. So yes, we converted this entire van ourselves. It took us from total about 11 months to do it, but we were working full time.
Yeah, we had most of it done in 6 months, I would say, and then we still had a lot of things to do before we could start van life. So 11 months and we were on the road.
Yeah, we were selling the house, all of our furniture, 2 cars.
We were trying to get rid of our mail. Yeah. It was just tying up all loose ends. Took almost a year to do.
Jody, thank you so much. Yes, I did get a haircut. I don't know why I always cut it short before winter. That seems like it's the wrong direction. Wanderlust. So, what was that?
Ex-Bass Guy, thank you so much for super chat. Appreciate it.
Homemade Wanderlust, Dixie. Yeah, she does great backpacking. I mean, I have super respect for her. She's, I don't know if you've seen her. I think she's did the Triple Crown. She's hiked all of the major. Nice. She's an excellent backpacker, yeah. Primal Outdoors. Robin Jan, your layout was part of the inspiration for our van build.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. So we said this earlier, but we just filmed Van Tour 2.0 today because so much has changed in our van since we started.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that when we started looking around, and like almost every different direction that we look, we see something that we changed. Just made it fit more our lifestyle.
Yeah. And now there's not really anything we can really think of that needs to be done inside the van. We need to add a light bar outside.
Yeah. Well, we need a new battery bank. It's just 80 amp hours. It's just too hard. We made it work for 3 years, but we're ready for an upgrade. That's probably the biggest thing that we want to do.
Yeah, but we're gonna limp along on this battery until it's done. So It's past its prime, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Wapner, I enjoyed your video in the snow where you got dug out. Don't encourage Dave.
I love doing that. I mean, we had to go out of our way to find a big snowstorm.
Yeah, and let me tell you, the Weather Channel in Stanley, Idaho, they're spot on. At least they
Yeah.
were last year.
Yep.
What they said was going to happen happened exactly.
Yeah, I'll be disappointed if we miss snow this year. Could happen.
Just not at the beet harvest.
Yeah.
Unless it's the last day.
Yeah. Somebody liked our mosquito video. That was fun to make.
That was, I cannot believe he took a giant bite of garlic. I was in shock. I wish you would have had my face on camera when you took that.
I would love to come to Canada for the winter because no one hardly ever comes up to Canada and spends the whole winter there, and I think we'd have a great time, make some really cool videos. We just haven't worked it out yet.
Yeah.
I think it's going to happen.
How many miles are on your van? I think we just hit 91,000.
91,000. We bought it used. It had 29,000 miles on it. So 3 years, we put 60,000 miles on it.
The first year we put 31,000, right?
Yeah. We've learned to slow down and actually experience the area before you move on. Plus, gas money is expensive, so.
Yeah. Love the Rudel song. Thank you so much. Our friends Wondrous Life made that song for him, and they did such a great job. They nailed it to the T. It definitely captured him.
Yeah.
What states do you have left to visit? Alaska and Hawaii.
Fast Guide again. Another super chat.
Thank you. What's the update on the miles driven this year?
So I think right now I got to check again, but I think we're close to 20,000. No, well, I think we'll be at 20,000 by the end of the year. I think we're gonna hit 20,000 miles this year. Could be more.
Yeah.
No, but we're drawing out our map everywhere we travel, and we've been all over the United States this year alone.
My spirit journey. I woke up to Rudel song. Well, they were thinking about it when they woke up. Yeah, it's a catchy song. If you find a van road to Hawaii, let me know. Yeah, we might not make it to Hawaii. At least, we definitely won't make it in the van.
Yeah.
How is the transmission doing?
So
Thank you for asking.
Our transmission is holding up since we got the fluids flushed out and the filter replaced. We haven't had any problems at all, so we're very thankful about that. But meanwhile, we're trying to save up a little money for major car repairs.
Because it's going to be coming.
It's not if it's going to happen. It's going to be a when thing.
Yeah. So that's another reason we're doing the beet harvest. Is hopefully we can save a good portion of that for car repairs when needed. And if not needed, maybe Alaska.
Yeah. Alaska. I do want to make our Alaska trip a little bit differently, though. I see everybody else's Alaska trip. I want to do kind of a more remote, but I still want to see glaciers, but I don't want to be at the spot that the busloads of people all go to.
You just got to hike farther than the busloads go.
Yeah.
Trust my heart, you did a 3-day, 1,000-mile road trip. Yeah, that's too much.
If you are looking to join the beet harvest, you can go online and look at the Unbeatable Experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think they start taking people in as early as, to sign up as early as March.
They might still have openings if you want to do it this year. I don't know.
It's possible.
Do you know what gas mileage we get?
We get about 15 to 16 miles per gallon.
Rob and Jan, we plan to do the Alaska next summer. We're hoping to be there too, but we don't know the whole border situation and what's going to happen during the winter. Is, the sea virus going to get worse? We don't know. We are headed to Yellowstone very soon. Do you have any must-see spots? So we did Yellowstone before we were in the van, and we flew through it. So no, we stopped at Old Faithful, but I know there's much better spots to see than that one.
Cheryl,
Best ever van life couple. Thank you so much. Do you have another way to support than Patreon or YouTube? We have PayPal, and we can accept money through Zelle. And you can use one adVANture at a time at yahoo.com for the email address. But thank you for supporting us by watching us. Bye, semi-retired Bob. Have a great time.
Take care, Bob. Sorry about your van.
George Bortnick, what happened with your brakes?
Okay, so George, what ended up going on with the brakes after 3 trips to the shop was we had water in the brake line.
But the first time, they think they used glue instead of lubricant, right?
Yeah, there was some kind of I don't know what it was.
A sticky substance.
Some kind of sticky substance all over the brake pads that the guy couldn't even identify. So once we got the brake fluid flushed out and got new brake fluid in there, we haven't had any problems at all.
Well, first we got brand new brake pads.
Again.
And then we got it flushed.
Yeah.
And we just been watching it, and we've been downshifting a little more when we're in steep hills.
So
they seem to be fine.
Apparently the .4 brake fluid tends to have more of a water buildup than the old-fashioned .3 does, especially at high altitudes.
Trust my heart. So the Tennessee service station that did our brakes, I mean, that's the best customer service we ever had.
Yeah.
I mean, he was super friendly. I don't know if it was just a mistake.
They gave us a free guarantee, so when we did have everything fixed, we didn't have to pay any money.
Yeah.
So I can't complain.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was probably our fault for not replacing the brake fluid in the amount of time it was supposed to be replaced in.
It all worked out in the end, so no complaints. They didn't catch on fire, so.
Yeah, close.
Yeah, they said there was a swirl in the brake fluid, so they think it was
condensation.
When they think when they redid the calipers or something, they might have got water up there. So next time we do our brakes, we're just gonna flush the brake fluid anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dennis says, if you visit the south exit of Yellowstone, check out Brooks Lake. It was beautiful. So if you know, we tend not to go to very many national parks because of this guy right here. He doesn't really get to enjoy that, and we don't like leaving him in the van, so. Rudolph, sit up. Sit up.
Doodle.
Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Oh, what's outside? Huh? Jeff Griffith.
Thank you, Jeff.
We enjoy your videos. Ash Creek is a wonderful place to camp. Isn't it awesome? It's one of my favorite. Rose, thank you so much. You already support us so much along the way, but thank you.
Yeah, Ash Creek is pretty special to us. I'll never get tired of that location. So if you got to visit, it sounds like you got to visit, so that's pretty awesome.
So we were really scared last year. The fires came very close to Ash Creek, but it looks like it missed it. Oh, Dave, you just have to act blind so Rudolph can be your service dog. Rudolph's a good service dog, huh? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Is Dave on the right or the left? He is on my right.
Yeah. I know the camera switches things around. Like when we're video taping us and driving, it always looks like, you know, we're driving from the passenger seat or something.
Rose, thank you. Have a good visit with your son and enjoy Montana. Josh Summer, thank you for watching. Is there any questions that you guys have that we can answer before we wrap it up? How do you fly the drone while driving the van? I get to drive.
So yeah, Carrie's driving if I'm flying the drone. Which, thank you, Dennis. Which is completely legal.
Legal, not illegal.
Legal, yeah.
Legal, okay.
Yeah. As long as you're doing an area where you're not driving over any other traffic. You can't drive over any other traffic or cars. It has to be in an area that's unpopulated.
Yeah.
Like if you see people flying their drones over cities, they either have a special permit or they're breaking the law.
I don't think I could. I'd be so afraid to lose the drone in the city or crash it. I don't think I could do it. Rosalind, Ash Creek is in far northern California. It's about 20 miles from where I grew up.
Yep.
We have a video on it. It's one of our favorite boondocking spots ever. And I just have so many great memories there. And it's just out in the middle of nowhere. It's great fishing and it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's completely up in the northeast corner. So it's remote.
Louisa, will you be traveling to Europe in the future? We would love to go to Iceland.
Oh,
it's not Europe, but
yeah. I would like to go to Europe, but this is bad timing right now.
Yeah,
I think.
We're not ruling it out. My spirit journey got in a bit late. What area of Colorado now? So we're actually in South Dakota. We're right on the South Dakota, North Dakota border. We're heading to Montana to work the sugar beet harvest. In fact, we are checking in tomorrow.
Look at Paul Joe. He says home is Modoc. So no, I never worked setting up any manufactured homes, but we lived there from. I'm got to think about this. 2000. No. 19. Help me out here. 1980 to 1990, I believe. Maybe longer than that.
Yeah. What paperwork is needed for Rudel to cross the border? Well, in Canada, we needed a vet letter saying he was in good bill of health. He needed to have his rabies shots, and we had paperwork for that. And we had all that in tow, but they never asked for it.
Yeah, they never asked. And we're just kind of looking at that for Mexico right now to see what Rudel needs to have for Mexico. So far, it looks like nothing.
Alfred Lopez, how long does the beet harvest last and which state is it located in? So it's in mainly Montana, Minnesota, Michigan, I think.
Yeah.
And so we're working in Montana. We are obligated from October 1st to October 31st. What happens is you work 12-hour days, and if it's not too hot or not too cold, you can work 10, 12-hour days in a row until you're done. But it usually doesn't work out. You always usually have one day where it's too hot, it's too windy, or it's too cold. Then they can't get they won't pull the beets out of the field. So last year we worked a total of we were there a total of 23 days. 9 of those days we did not work. One day it was too windy, and 8 days it was too hot.
Yep.
How do you decide where to go next?
Oh, it's nice to have a bunch of things open and then decide last minute. That's what we like to do. But we are starting to think about a few things we want to do. After the beet harvest, we're talking about coming back to South Dakota, going to the Badlands, just doing a couple of videos here, and then working our way maybe to Baja. We're talking Baja, so I don't know.
Yeah, but it also depends on weather. So and it depends on when the beet harvest gets done. If the beet harvest goes all the way to October 31st, we'll probably just head south. But if it gets done like October 15th or October 20th, we'll probably head back to South Dakota.
Yeah.
We know that we want to be in California because we haven't seen our family in almost 2 years. So at some point at the beginning of the year, we know that California is our goal.
Yeah.
So we're just going to slowly make our way there. Baja has been on our radar for a long time, and it seems like it might be working out this year. We're not entirely sure. Mitchell, thank you so much for the $20 super chat.
Oh, he's in Alaska.
Oh, we want to go to Alaska. Z Jen, will you still be uploading videos while working the beet harvest?
No, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this. We were just letting people know that we have enough videos to run through the rest of September. but October we won't have any videos coming out for probably that whole month. So we're just letting people know that as soon as we're
we
done.
might have a few weeks, but I have to edit them. They're not edited yet.
Yeah. So as soon as we're done with the beet harvest, we'll pick right back up again.
Yeah. Susan Hensley, you guys are looking great. We look forward to your videos each week. You bring cheer, joy, and a smile to a much needed world. God bless. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like we missed a bunch of comments.
Love the show. What road impresses you the most in America? Highway 12 through Utah.
Highway 12, yeah. I'm a big sucker for 395 going through California and Oregon.
Yeah.
But we've had quite a few really cool roads.
We have. We just did, what is the road up to Mount Evans?
Oh.
That was pretty cool too.
Yeah. Even the Natchez Trace is pretty awesome.
Yeah, the Natchez Trace was good.
Yeah, it's hard to narrow it down. It's like trying to pick out which state we like best after hitting all the lower 48. I mean, we still argue about which one's our favorite all the time.
Scott Sharp said US 89. Scott, I did see your comment earlier. Scott is a truck driver and he's going to hit 200,000 miles this year.
Wait, US 89, that's not the 89 that goes through Lassen Park, is it?
I don't know.
That must be different.
Sunny Rivers, love the location info at the end of each video. Thank you so much, because we discuss that a lot and we're like, do people really want to hear us ramble on about this area? And the feedback is pretty much that yes, they do. So thank you for letting us know you like it.
Yeah.
Barrett Lamb, the beet harvest this year is paying $16.90 an hour, and it's
well,
time and a half over 8 hours, right?
I think so, and then time and a half on Sundays.
On Saturday and Sunday?
I think just Sunday. It changes from state to state, but Montana, and then also you get a bonus at the end of the season if you work every day and you don't call off or anything like that.
Yeah. Stephen Chris, I've been marking all free camping spots. Been dreaming of a road trip I've been due for. Your videos are well edited and really enjoy you guys. Thank you so much.
Dennis, we are thinking about going to Quartzsite. I'm not sure when we'll hit it, but if we do, I'm thinking January, late January. We'll have to see how that goes. But it might be the place to upgrade our battery bank.
Scott says 89 is through Utah and Montana.
Okay. No, I don't think we've hit 89.
Okay, Scott, 89's on our list. We love that you guys clean up after people. Thank you so much. I kind of feel like that's how we can give back for being able to camp at these free, amazing spots. Yeah. It's the least we could do is pick up some trash.
A big thank you out there to Turtle Bookworm. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank
Super
you.
Chat.
What app is your favorite for finding boondocking spots? Right now, it's Free Roam.
Yeah, Free Roam. It's not getting as much use as the other apps, and it seems to have better places that are more remote, more set up for camping instead of just staying the night.
Yeah. Marilyn, hello from Massachusetts. Hello.
Hi, Marilyn. You comment all the time. We appreciate it. Thank you.
I really enjoy your photography. Do you dream of any new equipment? Yes.
Oh,
yes.
We are
yes.
always talking about new equipment.
So, funny that you should ask that question, because we are Amazon affiliates, and so anytime you use our link to go to Amazon, we earn a very small percentage. But in the last 2 years, I have enough money saved up for a wide angle lens that I have been wanting for my photography, but we're waiting to see what happens with this guy's drone. So we don't know how much the drone repair is going to be, because if you didn't hear, Dave crashed his drone. It's been sent to DJI. If they can't fix it, we will have to buy a new drone.
So Dino's asking if we're going to upgrade to a new power station or just do a battery bank. We're hoping to go to a battery bank. Our power station was great, has been great for 3 years, and it was definitely a good solution for us. But we're getting a little tired of conserving power constantly, and we want to up our amp hours by quite a bit. Not a little bit, but a lot.
Yeah, so For the
Okay,
same
come on.
amount of money, we could get twice as much power, right? If we
Yeah.
go to batteries and not a power station.
Honestly, right now, I think we can get 3 times as much power if we go to lithium batteries and do our own system. As long as we can do our own setup and not pay somebody to do it,
Yeah.
then I think we can go 3 times more powerful than we are for the same amount of money.
And not to diss Gold Zero, because we have loved Gold Zero. It has worked.
Go ahead.
It's done the job for 3 years. So we kind of knew what we were getting into when we bought it, and it's done its job. Get Battleborn sponsorship. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think they sell their batteries, so many batteries, and so fast, and already have a million sponsorships. We'll definitely look at that, but
We might be small fish.
yeah, we're small fish.
We have 200 watts of Renogy solar on the top, and we have a 100 watt portable solar. So a total of 300. Mythical Nomad Adventure just upgraded my battery bank from. Do you know what all those mean? 'Cause I don't.
600 amp hour AGM to LiFePO 400 amp hour. So that's a lot of amp hours. I definitely like lithium. I'm hoping to stick with lithium.
Hi, Aunt Julie. I've tried to set up my Amazon to always use your link, but I haven't had luck. Gonna have to copy and paste it onto your desktop. Dino, the Gold Zero 3000 looks like a great unit for a van. Yes, and if we were going to go Gold Zero again, we probably would get that. But I think that is around $3,000. So again, for the amount of money you spend, it might be worth it to go batteries, right? Jeremy Young, thank you very much. You're big fish to us. West Virginia Evie, hi. I was just thinking about that today. She wants to know if we've ever had to replace the pipe insulation on our bed. So show what she's talking about, eh? Let me turn it. Yes. Whoa.
3/4 inch plywood here, and then we velcroed. So all this is pipe insulation
Around the
plywood, and then Carrie made this material to velcro around it, and so we could take it off and wash it. We have never had to replace it.
No, we haven't. And I was just thinking today that it's probably time to take that off and wash it.
I feel bad because I know we're missing comments.
Yeah, if we miss your comment, please
I'm sorry.
accept our apologies. Scott says no Gold Zero. Get a LiFePO battery, 10,000 cycles.
Yeah, I've seen some of those LiFePO batteries. They're actually many different brands that have the LiFePO on it. I've seen one that's 300 amp hours for $1,000.
Pidpot, Rudel farts. How bad can it get? Rudel actually hardly ever farts.
Yeah, super rare. I don't know. We just
This guy. Chili is banned from the van. I'm a bit of a rock hound. Any suggestions on digging sites? Where was it where we go in Arizona? There's a couple of rock hounding areas.
a 2-week tour with the patrons. That'd be fun.
Is that like a Gilligan Island
We'd have
tour?
to make sure we know everybody's clearance, just because we like to go off road, but we could make it friendly.
Yeah, a patron mini tour.
We really just need to do some meetups.
Yeah.
And we'll find the awesome location and then just let everybody know where to meet us.
So before I go back to that, John Boy wanted to know, he's a rock hound. Any good digging sites?
Well,
There was a couple in Arizona, and I can't remember the name of them right now.
I'd have to look them up. I mean, I have to rewatch your own video on it.
John Boy, email us at oneadventureatatime.com. We haven't done a lot of rock hounding.
But we know of 2 really good places where you can camp. They're super remote and there's agates everywhere. We just haven't found many other different types of rocks other than agates in the places that we've been.
So what were we talking about right before that? Patreon.
Oh, like a meetup or...
Oh, yeah. So what we really would like to do is we would like to go to an area. So like in Arizona last year, some of the campgrounds were closed because there was so much trash. So what we would like to do is go to an area, have a meetup, clean up the area while we're having a meetup. That is our one goal.
And if it's on National Forest, we'd get permission from them. If it's on BLM, we'd get permission from them and see if we can use their dumpsters and kind of organize it.
Yeah.
And try to pick an area that's been hit hard, that just needs a lot of help.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a great time. We'll pick up a little trash and
have
then
a potluck.
And tell stories and have a campfire.
Jody, Angela, hi guys, Joe and Pickles here. Yep, we remember you, Joe, and you were at Gutted too. I'm down for a cleanup meetup. That's a great cleanup meetup.
Cleanup meetup.
Yep.
Maybe if not next year, the year well, we'll get one in there. We'll start doing those.
Yeah, I just don't know, because when you deal with government agencies, there's a lot of rules and hoops you have to jump through. So I have to look into, what
we'll have to
takes.
see how many people are interested. We'll have to make a certain time and place and see how many people are interested, and then do our homework to find out how we can make that happen.
Yeah.
I don't see why we can't.
Have you visited any ghost towns out west? We did visit Animas Forks ghost town in Colorado. But I think that's the only one we visited.
Yeah.
But I know there's a lot in Oregon.
A lot in California.
A lot in California.
A lot in Arizona. Yeah, I would like to do more of that.
Salton Sea would be a good meetup for cleanup. I don't know about that one, Jules.
That's in Southern California, right?
That is
That's not far from... I know where that's at.
What's that place everybody goes that we were scared to go to?
Oh, Slab City?
Slab City. Isn't it near Slab City?
We have friends that were there last year and they liked it.
Yeah. How often do you go grocery shopping? We probably go once a week. We don't need to do non-perishables once a week, but our fridge is so tiny that we usually go in once a week to upload a video, get rid of trash, get water, laundry.
If we are ahead of schedule and we know we're going to be somewhere, we can easily have supplies for 10 days. But we find ourselves going in every week.
So Rudel just growled, so I'm looking to see if there's any animals out there. I don't see anything. What fridge freezer do you use? We have the Dometic 26-quart fridge or freezer. And it's tiny, but it's we've been making it work for 3 years. The adVANture closet. We are leaving tomorrow to start our own van adventure. What's the one piece of advice you'd give us if you could only give one piece of advice? Find your boondocking location before dark.
Yeah, and give yourself a little time to see what it feels like before you commit to it.
Because we say that because we pulled into this really awesome boondocking spot in Northern California. We had a great view of Mount Shasta, but when we got out and walked around, we found some abandoned cars that had all of their windows busted. So we didn't feel that was a safe location, and had we been there at dark, we would not have seen that.
Yeah.
So...
And it gets harder in the wintertime when it gets dark early. You have to plan to start. You have to have 2 or 3 ideas where you want to stay, and try to be at the first one by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because when it gets dark at 5, you don't want to be looking for a spot at the last minute.
Yeah, and you don't have to see everything. Take your time, and you always take too much stuff.
Any kids in the future?
Just Rudel.
Just Rudel.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah, we're old. I'm 50.
I can imagine having a child now. Hey, would love more vids on dinner ideas. They're coming. They're coming. Cindy Stone, I would love to meet you all at the meetup to clean up. I love that.
I know.
Yeah, meet up to clean up. Any future plans on coming back through Texas? We might be in Texas next October. Other than that, we're looking at going to Baja this winter, maybe. And we would love to go from Baja to Alaska, to be in Alaska next summer. So that's going to take, if that works out, that would take most of our year. What's your advice for couples living in a small space?
You just have to make sure you have your own amount of alone time. So like I'll take Rudel out for a walk, and that gives Carrie some time. And you know, when one person's like doing something in the van, the other one kind of maybe goes for a walk or goes and checks something out. So you kind of give each other space.
Yeah, and you got to learn to work through things because you're together 24/7. So little things start to irritate you. So alone time is good. You guys look so young. That's because we don't have any kids. That's what we tell everybody.
Do you know Donna?
Where?
DM?
Yes, hi Donna. Donna, we work together at the eye clinic. When will you guys need a new van? Oh man, that's a hard one. I hope not anytime soon. I hope we need a new engine before we need a new van.
Yeah, I just want to think us keep going with the van as long as possible. Somebody was asking how old we are. Carrie is 46.
7?
46.
I stopped counting.
And I'm 50.
Wait, you're going to be 51 next month.
Yeah. 51 next month.
Tim and Paula Shuttlebus. Yes, we watched Brian Adventure Van Man too. Forgot about him as well.
Yep. Well, I'm thinking, are we going to keep going, or you want to wrap it up?
Anybody else have any last second questions for us?
But yeah, the cleanup thing sounds, meet up to clean up.
Meet up to clean up.
Clean up to meet up.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds awesome.
Dave will be 51 on October 8th, right?
October 8th.
Yeah. Boondocking handbook would be a great idea, yes. We just wanted to say hi. We saw you in Port Aransas, Texas earlier this year.
Port Aransas was awesome. Would go back there in a heartbeat.
Oh, and we regret not coming up and saying hi. I'm sorry. We love meeting people on the road. I'm sorry we didn't get to meet you. Aunt Julie, when you coming through Washington? I don't know. Maybe next year. What's your best dinner idea?
Best dinner idea?
Always pizza.
Well,
I think she means in the van.
Now, Carrie makes spaghetti, which is super easy.
Tacos.
Tacos. I love tacos. You can taco anything. We probably need to get more creative, and I think next year when we start doing more of the wild edibles, that we'll start having some really cool meals.
So Wander MT has the same birthday as you. Happy birthday.
Awesome.
Happy early birthday.
Yep.
Barrett Lamb, thank you for coming by. Cindy Stone, thank you for watching us share our lives. Mike and Christy, hope to see you in Montana soon. Julie, love your potato veggie dishes. I love potatoes anyway, but I have to really restrict how many potatoes I eat. I could eat them all day, every day. Mind, body, spirit, hypnos, thank you for sharing your experiences. Hi, Babs from Wisconsin. We love your channel. Thank you so much. We plan on Baja this winter also. Interested in cleanup meetup. Awesome. Maybe we'll see you in Baja. Samuel Fox, I figured you were in your 30s or 40s. We wish, right?
Yeah, thank you, Scott. Please hit the like button if you can. It helps us out. Appreciate it.
Have you ever done a blooper video?
We have done some bloopers at the end of our like how-to videos, And then we did a fun video. It was kind of a blooper video on mosquitoes and bugs.
Yeah.
But we really shouldn't include more because we have some really good ones sometimes.
So Mike and Christy have invited us to Montana for a snowy evening in a hot tub. I mean, how can you refuse that?
That's one of my favorite things, is being in hot water, watching it snow. That's up there on the list.
John Boy, thank you for stopping by. My Van Tirement, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was great talking to you. We'll have to do these live streams more often, at least more than once a year.
Yeah, more than once a year for sure.
But the big thing, we just want to tell everybody that we're going to be working at the beet harvest in October. So please forgive us for not having a video out every week during that month.
Yeah. It depends on how much we have to work, and I've got some editing to do. Cindy Stone, yes, Dave was in the Coast Guard.
Yeah, my privilege and honor. I had a great time.
Slow Your Roll, thank you so much for supporting us, and thank you for joining our Patreon team. We appreciate it.
Yes, I was in the Coast Guard. I was only in for 6 years, but had a fantastic time.
My Spirit Journey, thanks for stopping by. Well, live stream while picking beets. They might frown on that.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea, though.
We did make a video on the beet harvest, so if you're interested to see what we're up to, I don't think we're going to make one this year because we did an extensive one last year.
We'll have to do some little videos to keep some people updated, maybe.
Yeah.
The Salty Medic, thank you so much. We love seeing your comments. Thanks for stopping by.
Spell Madam.
Love your light. Is it these little flickering ones here? Yes, thank you. I love those too. Cindy's hubby was in the Coast Guard.
Oh, right on. Nice. Well.
All right, guys, we're going to say good night for now. Thank you for stopping by.
Good night.
Thank you for supporting us, and we will see you soon.
Really appreciate all you guys signing on to see us, so I didn't know, you know.
Oh, yeah, we got to do one last goodbye with Rudel.
Come on, Rudel. Come here. Come on.
Come on, Rudel. Come on.
Get up here.
Up here.
Get up here.
Come say goodbye.
Get up here.
Turn around.
There you go.
Yeah. So, Rudel, high five. High five. Good boy.
Oh, good boy.
Good boy, Rudel.
He's ready to play ball because it's almost dark. It's ball time.
It's ball time. Have a good night, everybody.
Good
Thanks
night.
for stopping by.
Thanks for watching. Get a coat on. Hat.